let's go. So since it's recording, let's get right into it. The debuff skills. This one has had, just like the stun skill, has had its fair share of revamping. Because right now it inflicts disadvantage instead on one target's roll for 2 turns. So the target would have to roll like this. With this addition in their average roll. So what's the definition of disadvantage? Disadvantage is rolling twice and then choosing the lower result. So say this. If you rolled like this in average, it will show results, and in the lower one, you will have to deal with. So users with this skill can only choose one stat group permanently to affect. So actually, if your own OC has a debuff or a boost, you better tell us. Like you can open a ticket to choose if you want to affect strength, dex, or charisma, or death and tenuous. Also have to take note that it takes effect in the next turn. So say in turn 1, player 1 did the int check, says debuff skill at player 2 for their strength, dex, and charisma. So on that turn, player 2 is still not disadvantaged, but in the next turn, that's when they'll have disadvantage for 2 turns. So debuff skills cannot stack, but stacking with the debuffing item is okay. So if a target has both been inflicted with disadvantage and also advantage, it will cancel out both skills and the target will roll normally. A little bit of math there, algebra. Okay. So one of its tier 2 roots is the stronger debuff. Compared to the tier 1, what it does is that there's an additional -3 debuff for 2 turns. So not only does it just inflict a disadvantage, it also inflicts -3 on strength, dex, or charisma, or death and enemies. Still 2 turns though. Still the same. And then the other one is the AoE debuff, in which you inflict disadvantage on 2 targets instead of just 1. So that's about it for the debuffs. Next we have the boost skill. So boost tier 1. Just like debuff, they basically have the same mechanics and technicalities. But instead of disadvantage, it inflicts advantage. And advantage is rolling twice and then choosing why is this lower. It should be higher. I have not edited, but it should be the higher result. So say like 25 and 6, it'll choose the 25. This is still this. I should edit it as I speak. I'm gonna edit it right now. You can see it then. It's at and it's higher result. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what that's Abray's command. 25, 6. Okay, same with the thing, you can only choose strength, dex, charisma, or death and twist. Takes effect next turn as well. Same advantage, 2 turns. Cannot stack, and same thing. Disadvantage, advantage, it'll cancel out. So the other, it's tier 2 root. It inflicts advantage and then an additional +3 boost to the stat group that you choose. So +3, and then the other one is the AoE boost. Instead of 1 target, it affects 2 targets instead for 2 turns. Okay, that's about it for boost, and then we have the other boost skill, which is reinforce. Reinforce is plus dice 5 D5 damage for yourself for 2 turns. So it's a stealth boost and cannot be granted to another, and it takes effect next turn. So turn 1, skill pass, and then turn 2, you have the plus D5 damage for 2 turns. It cannot stack, like casting it again to increase the dice and duration, but stacking with an item is okay. So the D5 damage applies to the regular strength attack, the basic glitch attack, and or long range attack if you have a gun, or any damage dealing glitch skill. So the 2d15 or the 3d10 AoE. It only has one root for tier 2, and that is the dice increases from D5 to D10 minimum of 3 buff for 2 turns. Yeah, so basically the me tree is that upon rolling the D10, the minimum additional damage it can deal is 3 damage. So if you roll this, even if you roll a 1, say, it'll automatically change to 3. Because it's the minimum that you can roll. Yeah, you're doing great, Aurora. And then we go on next to the heal skills. Yes, we have the heal skills. This one has the most roots, so let's see. The heal skill, the strong heal, tier 1, it heals 2d10 plus Swiss plus 10 to a single target only. So it only consumes 1 action, which includes the int check and then the heal rolls immediately. So say you roll the int check, and if it's a pass, it doesn't cost an action to roll the heal. So it just goes immediately. But the whisk modifier and the plus 10 applies to each dice. So since it's let's say your whisk modifier is plus 5, so 2d10 plus 5 plus 10 is d10 plus 5 plus 10, and then d10 plus 5 plus 10. So essentially there's like 20 base heal right here, not including your whisk modifier and the dice that you'll roll. And it is considered as 1 strong heal. So if your 2d10 plus whisk plus 10 is 17 and then 21, you have to add them both into a 38, which heals 1 target. Oops. And then we go on to the tier 2 healing. So the first one is the focus heal. Or originally, the tier 1 is 2d10 plus whisk plus 10, but focus heal is a stronger version of it. So the dice upgrades to d20 plus whisk, and then the base is plus 20 instead. Essentially, it's 40 base heal because it's 2 dice. And then the next tier 2 is the AoE heal. Compared to 2d10, there's an additional dice, so it's 3d15 now. And then to 2 to 3 targets. So you can distribute the heal rolls however you want. You can split it between 2 targets or 3 for each heal. So say you roll 3d10 plus Swiss plus 10, and you got 15, 16, and 17. So for 2 targets, you can have 2 heal rolls for target 1 and then 1 roll for target 2. Or you can delegate them to each for 3 targets. And then we go on next to the next tier 2 skill, which is Seal. The difference is the upgrade from D10 to D20, and then it can also heal all status effects of the target, even if they have more than 1. So if you have burn and poison and freeze all at the same time, not to worry. You have if there's a healer who has status heal, which I think is only Lighthouse, I think. Only Lighthouse is status heal right now. Then they can kill all of those status effects for you. Yeah, burn and freeze. Exactly. It's like your left side is burning and then your right side is freezing. You know, don't worry. Yeah, like Todoroki. Except you're the one sustaining the damage. Um, the last skill is the glitch heal. So the upgrade is the same from D10 to D20. So 2D20 plus 2 plus 20. Should be plus 10 actually. I'm gonna edit that as we speak. There we go. Pretend that didn't happen. There's a single target, and then it can also recover plus 20 GP to the target. No worry, I was editing the slide today, so because I was doing something last night. I don't know. Stayed up a little bit. And I think that's about it for skills. Yeah, that's about it. And oh, that was pretty much it. Okay, I'm gonna look at the red now to see what the questions are. And then red open and skip view. Class 4, okay. Okay, wait. Looking at Noms's many questions. What if tier 1 debuff clashes with tier 2 stronger debuffs and vice versa? Hold on, cancel, but the debuff still in effect with the tier 2 overriding or tier 1 or the straight up cancel. For that one, this happened with I think Apple, like with Puzzle, because Apple's boost is V3, which is no, I'm a fucking liar. It's V2. Wait, actually, let me see. What was Apple's boost? I forgot. My brain. I'm gonna check just to be sure. Apple. Okay, yeah, it's a tier 3. It's a tier 3 boost, so it's advantage on strength, dex, and charisma with a +5. But then I also remember someone debuffing. I forgot who debuffed Luce, but the debuff was a tier 1. So it was just disadvantage, right? You see this? So for strength, dex, and charisma. So the advantage and the disadvantage would cancel each other out, but the +5 would still remain. So for Luce, who got both the boost V3 and where the fuck is the ampersand there? And the debuff V1. Advantage and disadvantage cancel each other out with +5 remain. Yep. I hope that answers your question, Noms. And then what is next? First question. Okay, I got you. Can you be affected by 2 different groups of debuff boost effects at the same time, or can those not get stacked? All stats get debuff busted if 2 of us have affect one victim. Oh yeah, that can happen. That's also what happened with Apple. Like so many things happened in Puzzle too. So Apple had the boost V3 for themselves. So they had for the first stat group, so Dexter, um, and +5, and then Gregory debuffed them V1 for Dex and Fingers. So that can still happen. You can have both um, buff and also debuff. Yeah, Apple is a perfect example. I've experienced so much. Yeah, you guys use a lot of skills. Insane. But at the same time, it can also be the same as like 2 boosts. But oh yeah, the 2 boosts can only happen if it's like 2 stat groups. Actually, I should specify that. You're right. Thank you for enlightening me. I should specify that you can stack boosts, but only if it's different stat groups. Yeah. So boost for strength, dex, and charisma, and then another boost if it's like dex, actually. The same principle with like debug. Debug. Oops. There we go. I'm writing this down so that I need to gonna look over this later on to see if I need to specify in the doc. For sure, you can get a boost for all your stats if there's 2 boosters um, with like 2 separate stat groups. And then that can also happen. So a debuff for all your stats. um, okay, wait. What is this question? If a healer uses a glitch heal on themselves, does that mean the skill itself just costs 10 GP for the... Yeah, yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, you did a little bit of healing that costs 10 GP only. I mean, sure. What was the heal roll? Yeah, so instead of a 2d10, you just rolled the 2d20 instead. And it just costs 10 GP. A little bit of good heal. I'm gonna be a little thrifty. Sort of. Okay, do you guys have any questions more? This is a very brief. This is very fast. Do we have any more questions? You're good? And I wanna look at the healings, the heals, the boost, the Devo. I mean, they're pretty easy to understand, so. Oh, you guys will be fine. You're just gonna need more actions to heal them with items, if that ever happens. Okay, if there's no more questions, I'm gonna continue with this. So, and okay, so next week we will have our finals, which is the Kahoot game. Yeah, our final. In which afterwards you'll get your diploma, and also will determine who are valedictorian. Yeah, the pointers are for the exam are everything in this PowerPoint. Everything in this PowerPoint. Here's the outline, general combat info. This is combat RP etiquette, separation, the action blocks, tags, class skills, the attack skills, the protect skills, debuff, boost, and heal skills. Basically all of them. It's multiple choice because that's how Kahoot works. It's either multiple choice or true or false. So you're lucky. Those are the only options for free Kahoot because there are other quiz options, except it needs payment. So I'm gonna have that. Oh my god. What if I make you guys write an essay? Oh my god. Sure. It's a good idea, Sponge. Note it down for the final. Pieces. Oh fuck. Oh no, that's hell. Oh no. I'm gonna work on the pieces. And that's about it. Oh, thanks. Again. Yeah. I will save this as a PDF and then send it to you guys like in the notification channels later on.